she'll fly away. Now if they dig her up, she'll fly. I'll fly. If they dig her up, she'll fly away. Now if they dig her up, she'll fly. I'll fly. If they dig her up, she'll fly away. Now if they dig her up, she'll fly. I'll fly. If they dig her up, she'll fly away. Now if they dig her up, she'll fly. I'll fly away. I'll fly away. They call me Dave Nelson, and my name has been besmirched. When I fly across my country, I will always be strip searched. Somewhere Dave Nelson is allegedly quite mean, and the TSA ain't able to declare my person clean. Search me. You can search me. You can search me. But if you're searching me, who's getting off free? Who is getting off free? My TV father Ozzy's honored in my middle name, but the G.R. David Nelson didn't bother with the same. So every David Nelson's treated guilty every day. You reckon old John Ashcroft wants it any other way? Search me. You can search me. You can search me. But if you're searching me, who is getting off free? Who is getting off free? I miss my flight from Texas, and I miss my flight to Spain. You'd think my second cousin was a ticket named Hussein. I'm scrutinized and sanitized by security, and then the next time that I fly, they got to do it all again. I flew United Airlines from Seattle to LA. They asked me for my passport in a threatening kind of way. I didn't know I needed it to fly domestically. You reckon old John Ashcroft wants us feeling not so free? Search me. You can search me. You can search me. But if you're searching me, who is getting off free? Who is getting off? I heart my phone times Google, and I'm sure you feel the same.
Good evening, Comedy Sports fans, and welcome to Comedy Sports Saturday night here from Portland, Oregon. Let's welcome our blue team. First up, it's Chris Cross Karate. Joining Chris, it's Olivia off the Walton. And your blue captain, Bobby Sox Rathbone. Competing with them, it's the red team featuring Amy Zing Gray, Jim Hacky Sapp, and your red captain, Jay Reading Rambo. And now, your referee for tonight's action, Matt Danger Russell.
Hello, everyone out there watching us on YouTube, Facebook, and everything like that. Why don't you go ahead and in chat right now just to practice. Make sure that your chat is set to all panelists and attendees. And tell us where you're from. We're already seeing that we've got Steve Powers coming in from Australia. We've got Thomas Washington. We've got so many cool places. So just put it in there. I'd love to see and hear more from you. So what you're about to see here at ComedySportz is going to be a virtual, interactive, improvisational comedy competition. What that means virtual is because you're watching us on a screen. It's interactive because everything you see up here is going to be based off of suggestions that you're going to be putting into the chat. And it's improvisational because nothing you see up here is scripted, with the exception of a little bit of what I'm saying right now. It's comedy because that's what it kind of says right there. And it's, competition because we have two teams, a red team and a blue team. But to keep up with the idea of competition, we also have a couple rules that we have to face. First of all, the first rule is I'm going to be keeping track of time and keeping sure that everything runs smoothly. We've got a wonderful announcer here today to keep track of score. And that's how we're going to keep up with the competition. My second job, since this is a competition, is to call the fouls. Here at ComedySportz, we have 9,362 of them. However, we're only going to focus on 2 right now, and I may call the other ones later. The first foul we have is the out-of-bounds foul. The out-of-bounds foul is called when anybody says anything too rude, crude, lewd, racist, sexist, Marxist, phobic in any way, anything like that. I'm going to call the out-of-bounds foul on them, and they're going to be punished by their team losing points and having to put a bag over their head. Yeah, it's not fun. It's really hot out. Nobody wants that. The second foul I'm going to be calling is the technical foul. The technical foul is called when anybody's supposed to be on camera but isn't, supposed to be on mic but isn't, any technical failures like that. I will call the technical foul, and that player's team will lose a point. And that's how it works. Now, let's go ahead and let's practice getting some suggestions. In chat, can everybody just put your favorite animal or your favorite location or your favorite activity that you like watching in the Olympics? Stuff like that. Just put them into the chat. Whether you're watching this on Zoom or Facebook, anything like that, we're watching all the streams. We're just like Google. So, let's see what we've got here. We've got Ocelot, we've got Kookaburra, we've got Liger, we've got Raccoon. Awesome job, everybody. Thank you so much. That's how the suggestions keep coming in. Now, I'm warmed up because I'm wearing 2 layers of polyester. And I'm in a basement, and it's very hot out. And I had to turn off my fan for sound issues. The players are warmed up, and that leaves one group of people to warm up. And that's all of you. So here's how we're going to warm you up. Wherever you are, right now, I want you to give me just a nice little golf clap. Yeah, like a nice putt. Then take it up to a 2. It's getting louder. Yeah, it was a better putt. You're taking it to a 3. Somebody did something great. You're taking it to a 4. Everybody's starting to cheer. You're taking it to a 5. You're so loud, you're annoying your neighbors. Let's go. Both captains on the screen. Hey there, Bobby and Jay. How you doing this day?
I'm doing well. How are you, Matt?
Oh, I'm doing great. Feeling pretty gishy, so I'm ready to go.
Great.
So, normally we start off with a coin toss. However, I'm afraid of change. So instead of doing a coin toss, we're going to play a very fun game of Find Me Something That's would be weird if it was made out of sand. Go! All right, let's see here. Jay and Bobby. Jay, you're the first one to hold something up, so why don't you go ahead and tell us why that would be weird if it was made out of sand?
It's honey roasted almonds, and honey roasted sand would taste okay, but be hard on the teeth.
Mm-hmm. Call Philly. Something sounds gritty. Bobby, what do you got there?
This is my octo-cow because it looks like an octopus and a cow had a baby that goes with me everywhere in the world. And it'd be weird to be made out of sand because of them. I would have to name it Sandy, and its name is already Bovie.
That would be weird. But I'm gonna, as much as I hate to say this, having a sand octopus cow would be kind of cool. But having honey roasted sand does not sound good at all. So Jay, your team's gonna go first in our opening round game of Top That. Sorry about that, Bobby.
You failed me again, Bovie.
No, I feel horrible. All right, so Jay, your team is going to start off in Top That. Bobby and Jay, get your teams ready. Well, I get suggestions from the crowd. People in the crowd, can you please put up your favorite sports or chores that you have to do around the house? Any sort of active activities. Because what's going to happen is our players are going to go back and forth doing these activities the same way and giving them different meaning each time. If at any point in time they stutter, they stumble, they hesitate, they change the motion, or I just don't like it, I'm going to have them rotate out. The team with the fewest number of rotations at the end of the match will win this game's 4 big points. So, let's go ahead and head over to, and first to introduce her, I have to, the wonderful, the one, the only, the chat goddess, Marianne Rambo!
Hi, Ref Matt.
Hi, Marianne, how are you?
I am good. Can I just say your beard looks glorious today?
Well, thank you. It's been groomed and shampooed, and I used some conditioner in it.
Fantastic. It looks great.
Smells like tea tree oil, and it gave me a fun tingling feel in my face.
Yay. Hey, you know what? We have someone to give us a suggestion before you even ask for them of an activity. I got to go with Rob Cat and beach volleyball for the first suggestion.
All right. That sounds great. Thank you so much, Rob Cat. So the first suggestion is going to be beach volleyball. Let's get 2 players up, 1 from each team. Oh, we've got Olivia versus Amy. Amy, your team's going to win and won the coin toss, so you're going to start us off with beach volleyball. Both teams, are you ready for the game of Top That?
Yes.
Begin.
I'm playing beach volleyball. Top that. I'm slapping down someone in the face. Top that. I'm throwing down an unaffecting uniform. Top that. I'm tossing the gauntlet. Top that. I am bringing a fireball to the party. Top that. I am crocheting hardcore. Top that.
Oh, I'm sorry about that, Olivia. When you crochet hardcore, you actually have to have a hook in your hand, so you're out. Let's go ahead and bring up the next player from the blue team. Who do we got? We've got my very good friend and my mentor, Chris Cross-Crotty. So, let's go ahead and let's get another activity from Chat Goddess Marianne.
You got it. Dick and Jane have suggested washing dishes.
Washing dishes is your suggestion. Chris, why don't you go ahead and start us off with washing dishes. Begin.
I'm washing dishes. Top that.
I'm rearranging the dishwasher. Top that.
Well, I went to med school. I'm pretty sure this is how you take out an appendix. Top that.
Yep, she's got 3 kittens in there. Top that.
I'm pretty sure if we keep rubbing, the genie will give us a 4th wish. Top that.
Oh, Mr. Knievel, I'll make sure your helmet is nice and clean. Top that.
You're going to love this color in your hair. Top that.
Sorry, distracted. I call myself out.
Oh, okay. I was going to say that I love your hair as it is. So, Amy, don't change. So, Amy's out. Let's go ahead and bring in Jay. Let's go ahead and let's get another activity. And yes, to comment on what Pat Short said, I did say Chris Crotty was my first mentor. I did not say he was a dementor or a centaur. Just because you can't see his legs doesn't mean he's a centaur. And if he was, I wouldn't judge. So, let's go ahead. I will ask, does he wear pants over all 4 legs or just the hind 2? So let's go ahead and let's get another activity.
Absolutely non-judgmental, Ref Matt. Let's go with what Kristen said, cleaning gutters.
Cleaning the gutters is your suggestion. Jay, you're going to go ahead and start us off with that. Begin.
I'm cleaning gutters. Top that.
This is gonna be the world's biggest ice cream scoop. Top that.
I'm putting all the sprinkles on your ice cream. Top that.
I don't know how ladders work. Top that.
That's a lie. You saw me fall off one once.
That's true.
So I got electrocuted and I fell off a ladder. Anyways,
Isn't that how ladders don't work?
I'm gonna say that just shows
that.
you know how a ladder works.
It's how gravity works, though.
Huh?
Speaking of gravity, we have a big gravity to this situation right here. You're both the last player up for your team. Let's get another suggestion.
Oh, he's got one more.
I've got another one in reserve.
Oh, that's right. You got Jim. Let's rewind it. Speaking of gravity, Bobby, you're the last player for your team. The other team still has 2. So that's the gravity of the situation. What's the suggestion, Marianne?
Our loyal fan, Aussie Steve, has suggested mowing.
Mowing is your suggestion. Let's go ahead and let's have Bobby start us off. Begin.
I'm mowing that yard. Top that.
I'm rolling the dough for the pie. Top that.
2 fists in your chest. Top that.
I do know how to fold a fitted sheet. Thank you. Top that.
As I roll out this lovely dress for you to wear, Cinderella, now you go to the ball. Top that.
I will punch both of you at once. Top that.
And now we row across the oars of this lake so that I may propose to you, Genevieve. Top that.
Guess which hand has the coin. Top that.
Yellow or
I don't
red?
like being tricked, Jay. It's the left hand.
You're right.
Oh, dang the mirrored images. So, Jim and Bobby, now the gravity is even harder. What is the suggestion?
The suggestion from Steven is ping pong.
Ping pong is your suggestion. Go ahead and start us off there, Jim. Begin.
I'm playing ping pong. Top that.
Get away from Kong on the Empire State Building. Top that.
I'm spanking my guinea pig. Top that.
I hurl this barrel at you more.
No. Don't spank guinea pigs. They don't deserve it. They don't know what they're doing. You're rotating out, and that's time. That means that the blue team had fewer rotations. 4 points to the blue team. What does that make our score, Announcer Pat?
Well, Matt, with that stunning finish and comeback from Bobby and the blue team, it's blue team 4, red team 0. Back to you, Matt Russell.
Thank you so much, Patrick Short. So, what's going to happen now is we're going to play each team playing a game. That's why this round is called the choice round, because they each get to choose a game of their choosing. So please, bring back onto the field your winning captain, Jay Reading Rambo.
Yay!
Oh,
There
it
it is.
was in your left.
You said left. You got it right. I wasn't tricking you, Matt. Not at all.
I got it. Oh, wow, thanks.
But maybe I did trick you because I'm not the winning captain.
Oh, you did.
I believe the score said.
Rewind.
I found this winning coin behind your ear.
What?
Found this
Oh, it was Purell the whole time. Good job there, Bobby.
And the Purell
What
was
is
the friends we
happening?
made along the journey.
What's happening is the show's getting off the rails, but I'm going to try to put it back on, just like the Max. So, Bobby, what game are you going to play?
We would love to play the game of changing styles.
All right, for the game of changing styles, get your team ready. If you in chat could start throwing up different... I have to stop saying the word throwing up suggestions.
Throw those things right up into chat. Just keep throwing up.
Put up some genres and types of movies, music, books, television shows. Put them into chat. The more we see, the more we have to deal with. What's going to happen is the blue team is going to play a scene, and during the scene, I'm going to go ahead and be able to change the style to one of the ones that you have suggested. And they will have to then adjust the scene to match said suggestion. Now, since we didn't get to those animals earlier, we will be taking one of those animals that I asked for at the top of the match as their suggestion. And let's go ahead and I'm going to scroll back up real quick to see some of those animals, and I see the suggestion of Kookaburra. So Kookaburra is going to be your suggestion for the game of changing styles. Blue team, are you ready for the game of changing styles?
Yes.
Begin.
Martha, I came to you because Terrence here just won't eat.
Oh, poor little Terrence. Oh, he looks green in the gills.
Yeah, I think that's part of the problem. I didn't think most kookaburra had gills.
Spaghetti Western.
You gotta ask yourself, why is this kookaburra trying to breathe water?
I ask myself that every day, Johnny. I ask myself that every day when I'm riding off into the yonder. I have to ask if this kookaburra is riding off into the yonder himself.
Perhaps to some buried treasure left for us to squabble over.
Heavy metal.
You wouldn't be trying to take my buried treasure, would you, Johnny?
I might be! Oh no, here comes the marshal!
Welcome to the Bean Judas
Giant fighting robots.
Prepare to fight Marshal!
I will protect Kookaburra!
I'm the power of my Kookaburra Zord!
Whoa! Whoa!
Sports documentary.
And what you've got here, folks, is the first instance of competitive kookaburra racing. We've got two competitors up, both, and they're going to start. They're going to start, folks. Take a look. We had a chance to talk with this young man before the match. He had a few things to say about his kookaburra racing style.
Time ago, I found myself in the fields of Wisconsin, and lo and behold, while we didn't have many pigs, we were exotic barnyard animal farmers, and so we had kookaburras. And I remember my brother Johnny one day was like, "Go long, Roderick," and so I went long, and suddenly there was a kookaburra coming at my face. After 4 surgeries that reconstructed it into what you see today, I got much, much better at catching them.
Animated cartoon.
Well, gee willikers, I think I done fixed him.
What?
I'll be gosh darn. She's done made a new kind of kookaburra there.
Look! He's got gills so he can breathe underwater and on land.
Oh, I hate amphibious kookaburra.
I'm going to go ahead and mix two of these styles real quick because I want to see what happens. Skippy the Kangaroo and romantic comedy.
Hi, it's me, Skippy. I made up that whole story so that I could get closer to you.
Skippy? Oh, I thought it was you. It was you all along.
I've got a coffee here for Scotty. Coffee for Scotty.
And that's time! Big round of applause, everybody! And thank you so much for your suggestions. We'll be using some of the ones that we didn't get to later on in the match. I promise you that. So, with that being said, let's go ahead and bring up the erroneously announced winning captain to the field. How you doing, Jay?
Turns out it wasn't a coin, but a pin the whole time.
Oh my goodness gracious! It's like the pin I have right here. It's a ComedySportz shield.
Well, almost.
Yeah. And, you know, you can find all this great merch for different ComedySportz and different theaters if you go to cszworldwide.com. CSZworldwide.com will link you to all the other stores and all the other cities that have merchandise for you to purchase. Check it out. And that's called a plug. So, Jay, what are you going to play?
We want to play the Zoom version of Teleprompter.
Ooh, excellent. Get your team ready.
All right.
They all are inside their house. So, for the game of Teleprompter, someone in chat, tell me about a life event that happened recently. It doesn't have to be big, because all life events matter. And they're valued, and they're yours. So, a life event that you've gone through recently. And while they're doing that, I'll explain the game. The game of teleprompter is going to work like this. The red team are going to be reading off the teleprompter as newscasters, while every other player that's available is going to be typing what they have to read. And then they'll have to make it work into the newscast about what's happening. So, I'm sorry, I'm just getting this. Marianne, I hear there's some breaking news. Can you
There
tell
is
me
some
whose
breaking news.
it is?
From both Ruth and Steven. Both of them started a new job this week.
Oh my goodness. Breaking news from WCSZ. Both Ruth and Steven have started new jobs. With that being said, let's go ahead and head it over to our news anchors at the desk. Players, begin.
Good evening and welcome to the 7:25 p.m. KCSE newscast. I'm your anchor, main headline, and I'm pleased to be with you tonight. We'll have weather and sports later on, but first we have breaking news about getting a new job. Yes, special job. Unemployment numbers have been up, but it's pretty important that the economy can grow when people have new jobs. This is special update, and we're pleased to be bringing it to you. Turns out the soap factory is hiring, but relocating is difficult, though. New jobs are a challenge, but sometimes rewarding. Yes, they're looking for reward singers at the soap factory to sing through the bubbles. But where is the mushrooms? Well, new workers make it so hard to eat my ice cream. You want mushrooms on the ice cream. That will make it very difficult for the coworkers to steal your food from the fridge. Make sure coffee doesn't come from vending machine. Now, we're going to go to our on-the-spot reporter at the soap factory itself, because soap makes my tummy hurt when I eat it. So let's turn it over to Waxy Buildup. Waxy, are you here?
Oh yeah, I'm here. Hi. I'm in the soap factory. It's large.
All right. Well, tell me about the job situation there.
I don't want to repeat much of what you had to say there, but the soap also, it's bubbling as we speak. The soap is bubbling. Can you hear it?
I can hear it.
Yeah, that was my microphone. Just held it up there. I got lost upon the catwalk above the soap. You would not believe how many twists and turns that thing has, but not clean. It is a very dirty catwalk, and the pops keep popping. It's bubbling as we speak, and eucalyptus is in the air. Soap is in high demand. You wouldn't realize that, but it is. It's in high demand, and
I would think that demons would be dangerous in a factory. Is that a concern?
Well, the floor is slippery, and they could fall and hurt themselves. I think that would be the main concern. But, the locals have worked themselves into a complete lather over their anger of what's going on here. Sales are up, but everything's clean.
Well, I don't know what a 401k is, but perhaps that'll be cleaned up later. Thank you for that spot report, Waxy.
Local sourced product vendors.
All right, yes, and now the mayor hopes to dial down their anger. Lots of accidents, however, may prevent the mayor from, getting the situation handled. Extra vacation time is an important part of getting a job. I think that's something definitely to ask for. Perhaps you want to spend some time at the beach, catch out the bare minimums to get a chance, to see the local wildlife. Is the bear hungry? A good question, reducing the commute, but it exacerbates the problem. Bears everywhere. Soap is also available online at www.givemesomecleansoapforpetesake.com, but not clean because bears don't sing. Pizzazz a vegetable. This coming to you after a commercial break.
I'm in annotation mode. I have to get out of it. But that's time. I can't go back to click on my camera. That's takeaway points from me for technical points.
All right. Irish Spring is not spring. Is not Irish.
That's time. Big round of applause for that game. Also, kudos to Jim Sapp for saying some of the funniest things I've ever seen in that game. Let's go ahead and let's give the red team 2 points for Jim's wonderful annotations.
That's 2 points.
All right.
That means we're winning by more.
So now it is time for you to vote, and voting is very important. Right now, you vote for either if you prefer the blue team or the red team in their games. Once again, to remind you, the blue team played the game of changing styles, the red team played the game of Zoom, newscaster, teleprompter, and to entertain you while you vote, the players will dance. Players, dance!
And the results are coming up, Matt.
Excellent. Oh, look at that. The blue team won with 67% of the vote. So that's going to be 4 points to the blue team and 2 points to the red team. What does that make our score?
After all that scoring, it's blue 8, red 4. Back to you, Matt Russell.
Oh, thank you so much. Now, what's going to happen next is I get to pick a game. And if there's one thing that I enjoy more than books, it's stories. And so we're going to play the game of story. For the game of story, though, I do need the title of a story that's never been written. So if you could put that into chat, that would be great. During this game, what's going to happen is Pat Short is going to be controlling who appears on your screen. And as soon as they appear on the screen, I still have those fake Zoom eyebrows on from earlier as a bit. Didn't realize it till now.
You make your beard look glorious, Matt.
I don't do beard bits. It's just eyebrow bits.
But the eyebrows are very complimentary to the beard. I'm just saying.
I look like Eugene Levy can block a brow. So what's going to happen is anytime somebody shows up on screen, they're going to have to start talking, pick up exactly where the last person left off. If they leave the screen, they have to stop talking. And if they ever stutter, hesitate, I'm going to call them out. Last player standing wins the points for their team. And Marianne, what is the title of that story while I quickly get rid of these eyebrows?
Well, how can I not go with Dick and Jane's suggestion of no canned garbanzos?
All right, so the suggestion is going to be no canned garbanzos. Players, are you ready for the game of story?
Yes.
Yes.
Here we are with chapter number 1. Begin.
There'll be a slight delay here, Matt. Sorry.
That slight delay is brought to you by Classes. At ComedySportz Portland, we're about to do classes both in person and online coming up. We also have youth classes starting up August 16th, including a summer camp taught by yours truly. And we also have 201, 101, and everything like that starting off. For more information about that, go to portlandcomedy.com. Hey, Bobby, what's that website?
PortlandComedy.com.
Jim?
PortlandComedy.com.
Everyone in unison, awkwardly over Zoom. 1, 2, 3, go.
PortlandComedy.com.
Get me clean soap for Pete's sake.com.
So for more information about classes and when we're going to be coming back with doing live shows, check us out there at portlandcomedy.com. And Pat, are we ready?
We're ready.
All right. Once again, Marianne, remind us the title of the story.
No canned garbanzos.
All right. No canned garbanzos. Chapter 1. Begin.
Now, Libby, said her father, you know that in this family we only use fresh ingredients to make our hummus. And
You should know that the neighbor kid has stopped growing just radishes, but now has also started growing garbanzos.
So, Libby, said Libby's father, we need you to creep into that neighbor kid's yard and do what our family does best. That's
Why we need to steal the garbanzos so we can make hummus out of them. Fresh hummus, not the stuff you'd get in a can.
And because we don't do any of that kind of mess in this house. No, ma'am, Lily. So, Lily and Libby.
The name was Libby. I'm sorry.
It's not a second sentence.
Well, lag cost it, so I didn't catch that. Sorry about that, Bobby. or as I should say, Bali. Let's go ahead and continue on with chapter number 2. Begin.
Libby's leg was caught in the trap. The searchlights were getting closer. She had to take action quickly before they found her with the beans she had stolen.
So she did what her father had taught her to do. She dug a trench and lay down into it, pulling leaves and other compost-like detritus over her to hide herself.
The dogs that were unleashed couldn't smell through leaves. What a fortunate stroke of luck!
Libby crawled slowly toward the edge of the property, raking herself across the muddy ground.
And pulling herself out right in front of a great big basset hound that was on guard.
What are you doing here, Libby? Said the basset hound.
The basset hound was Scottish. I'm sorry, Jay, you're out. At least that's just the way I viewed it. Headcanon means more important things than anything else. Look at Star Wars and the way we treated the 3 new movies. Okay, let's go ahead and let's jump ahead. Let's go to chapter number 9. Chapter number 9 of No Canned Garbanzos. Players, begin.
The judges looked down the very, very long table covered with the very, very large tablecloth. The one in the center, who was somehow the leader, met Libby's eyes.
And said, "My goodness, those are the most beautiful garbanzo beans I've ever
Seen in my life. Why, I'd invest in your business if you'd make one. But then he realized she's on trial right now.
I can't invest in someone who's on trial. That's duplicitous and...
I'm sorry. Olivia, anything goes now. Sorry, you're out. Let's go ahead and let's jump ahead to chapter number 12. Begin.
Why do you seek shelter in the Bassettown Kingdom? They cried to Libby underground. She said, well, the humans have expelled me for stealing produce, and I can only live
with basset hounds. They're so friendly and they have long ears that I can stroke it.
And make them happy. Then a woof was heard from behind a large, heavy curtain. Ugh.
Ugh, it was a Scottish wolf.
I'm sorry. Too many ox.
I think you mean oxen.
Oh, well, cattle. Let's go ahead and jump ahead to the final chapter. You know what? Even better. We're not jumping to the final chapter. We're jumping to the epilogue. The story's over, and this is what happened after. Players, begin with the epilogue of No Canned Garbanzos.
It had been 50 years since the beginning of the Basset Hound human wars. The
Earth was now a blasted shell, except a few lost caves
where people stockpiled canned goods. Libby went to get something for
dinner for her and the clan, but she found that there were only
cans of garbanzo beans. That seemed ironic to her.
After all she'd been through.
There's too many ers there. Anyway. I'm sorry, Amy.
Why?
He said her, and then you said afterwards, so her.
I'm not surprised a bit.
Not at all. But overall, I love that story, and I can't wait for the Netflix adaptation of it. And that's going to be 2 big points to the blue team.
2 points.
What does that make our score?
Well, Matt, with that stunning 2 points, the blue team increases their lead. It's blue team 10, red team 4. Back to you, Matt Russell. And this scoring update has been brought to you by the Basset Hound Kingdom Tourism Board. Visit today and avoid an epic war involving the theft of fresh garbanzo beans. The Basset Hound Kingdom Tourist Board.com.
All right, the score is 4-10, or as we like to call it, the hours for the gig economy workers. Let's go ahead and bring both captains back onto the screen. Big round of applause for both of them! Woo! Bobby, your team is in the lead for the challenge round. In this game, you get to play a game that's a little more challenging. Do you want to go first or second?
We'll go first.
What game are you going to challenge yourselves to?
We'd like to challenge ourselves to Advice Panel.
All right, get your team ready. For the game of Advice Panel, right now, everything's... Oh, hi, Jay. Bye, Jay.
Hey, Matt. Bye, Matt.
For the game. Your camera was still on.
Beautiful thing about that, Matt, is we can go on to the YouTube stream later on. And
It's
I'm
there
gonna get myself some
forever.
gifts. It's the gift that keeps on gifting, and so while they're getting themselves ready,
What's that
in
take?
chat, please ask questions that you might need advice on. A lot of things are changing right now. Opening, closing, firing, new jobs, rehiring, schools, summer, things like that. So things that you might need advice on. Go ahead and put those into chat, and we have a wonderful panel of advisors here for you. They're the best that the money we have can afford. So let's go ahead and let's meet our first advice panelist. Who's the first advice panelist? It's Bolly Socks. How you doing, Bolly?
Hello, my name's Bolly. I'm a mother of 3, and swear to God, I just need 5 minutes to finish my shower. Just 5 minutes.
Thank you so much, Bolly. Next, we have McMurray.
Oh, hey, how are you now?
Sounds great. And who is? Let's see our last panelist. We have Gunther Welderschmidt.
Guten Tag.
So we know that Bolly is a mother of 3. McMurray, what are you on the advice panel with today?
Oh, I'm a farmer. I do a lot of touring, and yep, I like to hang out with my buddies, and, take out the snowmobile when it's wintertime, and all that.
Sounds like you're a real main advice giver. And Gunther Welderschmidt, or would you prefer us to call you Herr Welderschmidt?
You can call me Gunther.
Okay. Tell us about yourself before I turn it over to the host.
I host the wonderful YouTube channel, Gunther's Wonderful World of Transportation.
So, we've met your advice panel. Now it's time for you to meet your host for the advice panel. Without further ado, let's bring him onto the screen. It's Doc!
Doc.
Hello. It's good to be here. I'm glad I can make the time for this. We have a wonderful panel to get you answer your questions, solve your life's issues, and keep any robots away. Let me go to Magic Voice. Magic Voice, what's our question tonight?
Well, hello, Doc. Robcat has a problem. His water heater is too small.
Oh, too small of a water heater. That could be, it could just be bigger on the inside, but you never know. Bolly.
I don't know what it means to have too small a water heater. The children haven't let me take a shower that lasted for more than a minute till I hear them scratching at the door going, "Mommy, Mommy, he looked at me." I'm like, well, he has eyes, doesn't he? So I do know that during shower time for the children, it's more just like a hose down that we try to get them through. So I'd say maybe call your local plumber and he'll prescribe something that'll really get that water going through the shower.
All right, some little extra pressure, perhaps. McMurray.
Yeah, we had that small water heater problem 2 winters back, and we basically had to heat water over the fire pit. We take big old colander kind of things out and heat up the water, and you put it in your bathtub, and you just gotta slosh it around a lot, create that kinetic energy and keep it warm, through the winter.
Kinetic energy. Yeah. Excellent. Gunther.
Yes. See, a machine, whether it's a water heater or an elevator or something, you need more capacity. So let's say you have a Honda Fit and you want to carry a lot of stuff. You could get a bigger vehicle, or you could put more wheels on the Honda Fit and pile stuff on the roof. Now, what I'm basically saying then is you should get the Honda Fit, seal all the cracks in the windows, so make it waterproof and use that as an extra tank.
All right, that makes sense. I perfect sense. Magic Voice. Another question for our panel.
Absolutely. From Ruth, she has a travel question. How do you successfully cross the border into Canada and make sure you can get back?
Oh, and make sure you get back. It's the extra complication, McMurray, crossing the border into Canada. How do you do it in a way to make sure you can get back?
So what you gotta do is you gotta get in the boot of your friend's car to get over there. And then I got a cousin. You hit me up and I'll get you in touch with him and he'll get you an ID on the Canada side. And then you can get back over to the US side.
Where exactly are you from, McMurray?
No, I live in Canada.
Okay, that would explain why you call it a boot. Gunter.
It's a lot of options for crossing the border. Now, if you want to be stealthy, the United States government sells off a lot of military hardware at discount. So you can get yourself a U-2 spy plane quite cheaply to go up to about 70,000 feet and then fly over the border. You will not be seen. But don't go too far into Russian airspace because they will think you're Gary Powers from a long time ago and shoot you down.
Yes. Definitely get the U-2 military plane because the YouTube spy plane, I think, is just a drone. Bali.
Not now.
Mommy.
Shoot.
Ow, Mommy.
Interrupting mommy time. So the last time we took a trip, we tried to go down to Tijuana because mommy needed some alone time. And we had just gotten across the border and the fifth one really started in. And my husband, God bless him, Ronald turned around, looked at the kids and was like, don't make me turn this car around. And then they didn't stop. So he turned the car around and mommy didn't get tequila time.
Yeah, I can see how that would be problematic. I have some experience smuggling kids from Mexico, but that's a different story. Another question, Magic Voice.
Absolutely. We're going to go with Dick and Shane. Which is better to sign a document in, pen or pencil?
Oh, better to sign documents, pen or pencil. Gunter, we'll start with you this time.
Well, see, you really want something that is going to last. So what I suggest is to find an elevator under repair, such as the one behind me. That is why I'm waiting here with the camera set up. And get some of the hydraulic fluid. It will last much longer. So get something to dip into the hydraulic fluid. The signature will last. It will be ausgezeichnet.
All right. I will take your word for it. Bali, pen or pencil?
The children's birth certificates were written in pen, though God, I wish they were sometimes written in pencil so I could erase my name off of them and be like, Mommy. Well, who was that? Because it wasn't me.
Mommy?
All right. McMurray.
Back in the day, I would have said, like a blood or a spit pack. That's the only way you got to sign a document or anything like that. Well, with all the goings on in the world and whatnot, I'm a modern man, and I just got to say that I think etching it into the trunk of your favorite oak tree is the only way to go. You got to just etch it in. And so I guess you could, in some artistic way, say a pencil.
I see. Yep.
It's time. Jay, will you take us out with your classic outro?
Nanu.
That's time for the game. Classic. So we learned a lot there. We learned that in Canada they call trunks of cars boots, but they call boots of trees trunks. So let's bring up Captain J. Rambo.
Hang on, I'm changing my name back.
All right. Well, they're changing their name back. There's something that we should also talk to you about.
Okay.
And that's things like changing your business's culture. The easiest way to change your business's culture is through using team building techniques and applied improv training and everything like that. For more information about how we can use the skills that you're seeing here on your screen in your business to better suit how to listen, make decisions, accept, group think, and support one another, definitely check out portlandcomedy.com/business. We do both virtual and in-person training. We've worked with Fortune 500 companies, Fortune 5 companies even, and also we've worked with local mom-and-pop bait shops. It helps out everyone. Definitely check that out at portlandcomedy.com/business. And now that I've made 3 plugs, I've earned my paycheck for this match. To you, Jay.
It probably does a longer-term change the culture than Zoom filters.
Oh, yeah.
I thought I'd do eyebrows. Just for you, man.
Oh, that's really eyebrow of you. It's a really eyebrow joke.
We'd like to play replay since we're winning golf style.
So you're gonna play replay, just potpourri style.
That's the best smelling.
All right, it really is. So for the game of replay, we're going to go ahead and, Marianne, can you give me a suggestion of something that happened from earlier on that we can take and do now?
Oh, something in chat, not like something that personally happened to me.
I mean, if you want to,
I mean,
share and dish, girl.
I don't think so. Let's go with the suggestion earlier of a big sneeze.
A big sneeze is going to be the suggestion for this replay scene. And while they're replaying this, I would like you to, again, to put into chat some emotions, put in musical styles, put in television styles, put in animals that make fun noises, things like that, and we'll come back to them in a second. So, Red Team, your suggestion for the setup scene is Big Sneeze. Are you ready?
Yes.
Begin.
Come on.
Hold it back, Amy. Hold it back.
No, I want to let it go. It's right in between. It's driving me crazy.
This could be deadly. Yeah, that's good. That's good. I'm glad you stopped it.
Give me some pepper.
Here you go.
Wow, I'm dizzy.
Well, that's actually a good sign, because if you get dizzy over pepper, you don't have anything wrong in your immune system. At least that's what the doctor told me.
Did you just blow down my house again?
I'm so sorry, Albert. I forgot to face away.
Man.
Leave the windows open.
I guess I will, but man, I thought sticks would be strong enough.
I know. Look, it's gonna have to be something sturdier, something maybe with a foundation. You know this is my sneezing area. Why don't you just build over there across the ravine?
And that's
across the ravine zone for commercial.
I take it back. It's now time after zoning for commercial. So we're not going to see that scene played 3 different ways. Chat Goddess Marianne has given us the three genres. Jay, would you like me just to assign them to you off the bat, or do you want me to tell you all 3 of them and you can pick?
No, I trust you, Matt. You have trustworthy eyebrows.
Sucker. All right, we're going to first see this in the style of Steve Irwin. A Steve Irwin special. So we're going to see that same scene as if it was a Steve Irwin special. Players, begin.
Sheila, you don't want to sneeze all over the place. You'll get it all over the animals.
Crikey, I think I'm doing my own documentary. Here I am, in the bush. My sinuses, full of pollens.
Look good for the audience.
To the most common people, but not to me.
Oh, you look great.
As I push my way through the undergrowth. Come on.
It's stalling on you. We got a camera rolling now.
It's right in the middle.
It's out.
You might say it's evolving into something new. And I wish it would hurry up.
Perhaps if I...
Give me a kookaburra.
Here you go. It's a kookaburra. Wow, that's a good one.
Oi, did you just knock down my Airbnb?
Oh, we're so sorry. This is like, what, the 5th time?
I think so.
I think maybe you should move your house over somewhere else. This is my sneezing zone. This is set up. I purchased this place. This is my sneezing place.
But have you seen the spiders over there? They're as big as dinner plates.
Really?
And that's time! And now, before you play the fun game of were they Australian, New Zealanders, or South African, we're gonna we're gonna see it in the style of let's see here. The next style we have is coming from who posted that? The emotion of guys who can't do math. That's the emotion you're playing it as, is people who can't do math.
I believe that one came from Robcat.
Good job, Robcat. Give Robcat 9 points.
Until Robcat, I was distracted by my lamp blowing out earlier.
Oh no.
Yes, it's fine.
I'm sorry. Is your lamp okay?
It just needs a new bulb.
Okay. You know, I'm here for you if you need it. But yeah, doing this in the style of people who can't do math. Begin.
That was, you've been doing that times all night.
Okay. Here we go.
Make it forceful. I don't know how much, but make it as forceful as you can.
I can't even gauge it. I mean, it's not like I can control it.
So you don't know if it's going to be a big sneeze or a little sneeze?
No, I have no idea.
I don't either.
I have no idea. I keep track of the sneezes. I have a chart. I made one of those, what do you call it, with the columns?
I don't know. I threw out my slide rule years ago.
No. It's much. No, it's like it's a chart that you make, and people use it for business. A spreadsheet. That's it.
Oh, a spreadsheet.
And I have a sneeze spreadsheet.
That was a pretty big one. Oh.
You just blew all the beads off my abacus. What am I supposed to do now?
I knew I couldn't count on you, Albert. Oh, buddy, I'm sorry.
Never fails.
You know, you should really think about going, about how far away would you say that the ravine is? It depends on, are we using hectares? I think hectares, yeah. So about 12 hectares that way.
That's time. I love that. I haven't heard the word hectares in a while. And thank you for that, Amy. We are now going to see it in the final style of a musical genre. Joining us with on the keys tonight is our announcer, the wonderful one and only Patrick Short. Big round of applause for Patrick Short on the keys and sound. Patrick, go ahead and turn on the camera. Take a bow. Because here's the thing about Pat. Everyone in chat, I just want to let you know something about him, is that he knows every song ever written and can play any song on the keyboard. If you think you could stump him, go ahead and put a song in the chat right now. Let's go ahead, and the first song that I'm going to be seeing putting up into chat is going to be from Robcat Music. Sorry, here we go. So Robcat Music, do you know anything by the band U2?
Yes, I do.
He knows it! Big round of applause. He knows it. He's going to be providing the keys for the country western style of that same replay scene. And here we go with our country western musical. Players, begin.
La 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 la.
Sounds like your nose is tickling again. Think you're gonna let out a sneeze. Can't tell if it'll be big or small, but do it now if you please.
Got me Down, down, down at home. I can't leave, I'll be alone. I gotta sneeze before I can groan. Please help me sneeze.
Here's some salt and some pepper. If you shove it near your nose, you'll let out a sneeze that'll cover the land. That's the way it goes.
I'm gonna sneeze.
Oh!
Did somebody sneeze? Did somebody sneeze?
I think so.
I tell you, the sneeze breaks my heart. It broke my house all apart. Who had to sneeze? Who had to sneeze?
Well, it was me.
It was her.
Sure,
And
I
that's
took down your
time.
home, but you're in my sneezing zone. I'm not done singing yet. Woo!
Okay, yeah, I'm taking it back. Taking back the time call. Continue singing.
Nah, I'm done. It's fine.
That's time. Big round of
Commercial
applause.
zone.
Reveal.
Oh, man, that's still better than anything Trace Adkins ever put out. And so thank you so much for those wonderful styles. And it is time once again for us to vote. We're voting if we preferred the advice panel of the blue team or the replay styling of the red team. Vote now. Sometimes the scoring update will be shown to you where it says blue team with a red button and red team with a blue button. But you're smart, you'll figure it out. So while you're voting, let's go ahead and let's talk about today's sponsor. Today's sponsor is the CD of The Year It Rained. Literally, this is my favorite new album I've listened to in the past 3 years, and it's by Patrick Short's extended family, and I am not saying this just as lip service. I literally love this CD. For more information about it, you can check out Pat's website. There we go.
Well, thank you, Matt Russell. That website's shortboule.com, shortboule.com for more information. And here's the results.
Oh, the blue team won! Big round of applause for the blue team. They pulled it out. The blue team won yet again. Let's go ahead and we're going to give 2 points to the blue team, and we're going to give 1 point to the red team because that's how the breakdown works with the percentages. And what
All
is
right,
that?
with that ref-controlled scoring, it's blue team 12, Robcat 9, red team 5. Back to you, Matt Russell, after this scoring update, which was brought to you by Zoom. Check out our tutorials on where to find camera controls. Zoom. It saved us during the last 16 months. Thank you, Zoom.
I look forward to my new campus musical comedy being done with Van Wilder.
Yeah, I'm going to say this, and it's something that I said because it popped up in my Facebook memories yesterday. Marianne, everybody else is playing for second place after that image.
Aw, thank you.
So,
Marianne, now in the lead.
no matter what, she's in the lead. Everybody's playing for second.
I'd like to thank my nipples for such a grand and glorious moment.
Jeez, I'm crow. Yes, Mainers say that. All right, so we are going into our final round. Our final round is a fun game. Played it last week, playing it again now, because if we played it any other time, it would be weird. We're playing the game of Olympics. Big round of applause for everybody coming back onto the screen. For the game of Olympics, I would like you to please put different nouns and verbs in chat. And these players are going to be winners of a gold medal in whatever your suggestion is. And they're going to be doing that afterwards interview that they have to do, where it's, I won gold in blank because blank. So if the suggestion was cows, they'd say, I won a gold medal in cows because I wouldn't accept any other medal.
Ooh. Yeah.
That's right. And so anytime I hear a laugh, a giggle, a groan, guffaw, anything like that from anybody playing, or just Pat Short deciding they get a point, that team will get 1 point. And the team with the most points wins, because that's how the Olympics work and how competitions work.
Wait, we're not playing golf rules?
No,
man, I should have re-strategized.
Yeah, I know. I found out the hard way when I had the highest score in golf. That was not a good thing. So, but let's go ahead and recap that score real quick. Could you please, Mr. Short?
Absolutely. It's Marianne leading everybody with a lot of points. Blue team 12, Robcat 9, and red team 5.
All right, excellent. So we're going to go back real quick and get a suggestion here that I saw earlier. And I'm going to take that. Since the red team, you're behind, this first round will be double points for you, but you have to deliver your joke as if you were Mr. Rogers.
Okay.
So, any joke that the red team makes as the style of Mr. Rogers in the first round, they'll get double points for, but just this one round, because they are down by more than 6. So, let's go ahead. Marianne, what is our first suggestion for the Game of Olympics?
Our first suggestion for Game of Olympics is Pillow from Dick and Jane.
All right, your suggestion is pillow. Sorry, pillow, as my diction coach tells me to say. Pillow is your suggestion. Players, begin.
Yeah, hi. I got a gold in pillow, but people were really surprised because, they thought I was too soft.
That's double.
I didn't.
I got a gold in pillow. I was in the featherweight class.
I didn't get the gold. I got the bronze. I'm feeling a little down.
I got a golden pillow, and I got this lovely case for it.
I got a golden pillow. I had the farthest throw.
Meow meow, golden pillow. Meow meow meow, meow meow meow.
Jeez. Let's go ahead and let's get.
Oh, you want me to go back now?
Go ahead, Amy. It's very comforting to hear your Mr. Rogers voice from everybody.
I got a gold medal in pillow. Yes, I did. Are you proud of me? The thing is, I have no memory of it.
Okay, good job, everybody. That was our first suggestion. So the double points for the red team is now out of play. Sorry, I hit my microphone. As you can see, the screen hides it until I move my hand. So let's go ahead and let's get the next suggestion.
You got it. In honor of Bobby, the suggestion of towel.
Towel is your suggestion. Begin.
I got a gold medal in towel. Let me tell you, I really beat that son of a beach.
That was a duck call.
Ooh, I received a gold medal in towel, and I tell you that I did not tarry.
All right, let's get another suggestion.
Absolutely. We'll take mouse pad.
Gold medal in mouse padding. Begin.
I got a gold medal in mouse padding, and I also got one in track.
I gave it my all to try and win the gold medal in mouse padding. I think I tore some cartilage in my knee. I just kept hearing click, click, click every step I took.
I want to get the crowd, to celebrate this victory for our country. USB.
I got the gold medal in mouse padding, and it's just I'm still computing it. It's still processing.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So here's what I'm going to do. Amy, anytime you go, I'm going to change the suggestion. So, Amy, will you ask Marianne for the new suggestion?
Amy, are you going to ask me for a new suggestion?
Mm-hmm.
I just love you.
Give
You
the
know
red
that,
team
right?
a point for that.
You got it. Amy, I'm going to take the suggestion of bubble.
That's great.
So the gold medal in bubbling.
Bubble.
begin.
I won a gold medal in bubbles. Now I'm going to rap about it.
I won a gold medal in bubbles. I just want to say to my fans out there, what soap?
Yeah, I won a gold medal in bubbles, and it's just impossible for me to pipe down about it.
I got like 8 gold medals in bubbles, but I had to quit because of the surface tension.
I got a gold medal in bubbles, and I partied from dusk all the way to dawn.
I got a gold medal in bubbles, and now I can capitalize on that with an endorsement deal with www.buymegoodnewsoapnow-for-Pete's-sake.com.
That's time! Big round of applause for both teams in that game. Holy balooey. And I want to just say this right now in front of everybody in the public. I have not had this much fun in a Zoom match in a long time, so thank you to everybody who played and everybody watching. Y'all are the best. And Pat's getting that final score, and while they're doing that, we've got a few people we'd like to thank. First of all, we'd like to go ahead and we'd like to thank all of our attendees here on Zoom, including Dick and Jane, Jeremiah, Kristen, Robcat, Stephen, and Steve. Give them a round of applause. We'd like to thank everybody who's watching us on YouTube and Facebook as well. If you want to give suggestions and make sure you're seen as well as get your vote heard, join us whenever we're doing virtual matches via Zoom. Those links can be found through portlandcomedy.com, and you can also sign up for an email list because they will likely send you links to those emails. Or just follow any of us on Facebook. And if we don't know who you are, it's creepy, so just follow but not friend. So, we'd also like to go ahead and thank our wonderful chat goddess, keeping everything on track, including myself. Tonight's true winner, Marianne!
Thank you.
Excellent. We'd also like to thank the owner, the proprietor, the coach, and my current mentor, Patrick, electrical, short, doing announcing, keys, scorekeeping, everything. Triple threat. Big round of applause for Pat Short. And we also would like to, we'd also like to thank Vin Diesel, because Fast and the Furious 9 was an amazing film, and it's all about family. So, with all of that being said, I just made $30 off of doing that plug. Pat Short, what's that final score?
Well, Matt Russell, thank you so much. And fans, thank you for being here. Let's have a little drum roll on anything you can drum on. Some tension. It got really, really, really close with all that extra points that the red team earned. And Robcat had 9. Marianne always wins with a lot of points. But in tonight's particular match, with a stunning comeback, it's red 20, blue 19.
Yeah!
That's right. What a comeback. Was it a giveaway? We don't even know. Incredible stuff. Great suggestions from tonight's fans. But let's give it up for all of our players. Jim Hacky Sapp. And for the blue team, Chris Cross Karate. For that red team, it's Amy Zing. Ray. For the blue team, Olivia McMurray Walton. And for the blue team, it's Bobby. We saw more than we expected to, Rasmo. And tonight's winning captain with the incredible comeback, it's Jay Bubble Wrap Rambo. Tonight's referee, Matt Danger Russell. Don't do that at home, kids, because that hurts. On chat, it's Marianne. I'm Patrick Short. It's been a huge pleasure. And now we're switching to the famous outgoing song. Good night, everybody.
Nanu, nanu.
Say goodnight, Gracie.
Good night, Gracie.